So today I received one of those phone calls that every dad and pilot loves. I got a call from my son asking me if I could take one of his friends up flying. Well, turned into two of his friends flying. So today we're gonna take
Angelo.
Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, we're gonna take Christopher's friend, Angelo.
Yeah.
We're gonna take him up flying. Now, Angelo's never been flying, but you fly.
Flight sim. I play X-Plane 11. I have my own little setup in my room. So.
Well, there you go. So now today we're gonna go up, and then when we're done, we're gonna come back, and you're gonna tell me what's the difference between flying the sim and flying the real airplane. Alright, master on. Give us a second to fire up.
Alright.
I can confirm.
Beyonce's pregnant.
Look at your fuel levels.
Dude, she's doing nothing but making babies.
And I can look at gallons remaining.
Alright.
Gotcha. I always start my right engine first on twin because I can't see it. With this one I can see. So when it's loud, you can still see what's going on. So the book calls for the checklist calls for one way, but I actually follow the Continental checklist instead.
Okay.
So I just go fuel pump low. Watch this climb. I get to about 2. I'll go actually go a little higher to 3 usually. There you go. Then you just go clear. Alright, so I have 2 iPads. I know you've seen a few of my videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize why I have 2 iPads or not. Okay. So basically the reason I have 2 iPads is this second iPad controls the IFD.
Oh, really?
It's basically a remote for it.
Okay.
So it doesn't give me anything new that I don't already have, but it allows me when I'm flying normally without a big 220-pound gorilla next to me.
Right.
I can sit here like this and just touch with my fingers everything I need without having to reach up.
Okay.
Which in normal VFR flight like we're doing now is no big deal. But when you're flying IFR, you're in the clouds, you're focusing, the less I have to do this, the better. The more I can just kind of, keep my scan going and just not have to reach.
Gotcha.
Kind of how that works.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see it's basically that. It mimics that.
Right.
So I come here, I can go to frequency, and I got executive clearance. Double tap it, it puts it in my standby, and there it is in my standby.
Okay.
So I can just hit swap, and now it's active.
Gotcha.
All right. So now we got ground loaded up. The next person we're going to talk to is going to be tower.
All right.
So I'll double click tower, and I'll put tower into standby frequency. Okay. So he's in front of us waiting to help us go. So I'm going to flash his lights, and when I flash his lights, you'll see him start directing me out. So flash the lights, there you go. And now he's directing us.
November, hold short of runway 31.
So what I like to do, I like to pull up
run up complete.
my taxi diagram, even though I know this airport by heart,
Runway 31 taxi via
I still like to pull it up just out of good habit.
Right. So you have a reference.
Taxi via Bravo 6169.
Executive ground, Baron 3175 Whiskey at Sano, Charlie 2, ready taxi to the active.
November 3175 Whiskey, just confirm you said you're at Sano.
Affirm, Sano, Charlie 2.
November 3175 Whiskey, runway 27 taxi via Charlie.
27 via Charlie, 75 Whiskey. So when you call back to them, they always want you to repeat the runway you're going to. So you can't just say, oh, taxi via Charlie, taxi where via Charlie. They want you to hear
They always want to hear you say.
Gotcha.
So we'll come over here. We'll do what's called a run up.
All right.
That's where we take the engines. You bring the power up a little bit. You just do some checks, some magneto checks, some pre-flight checks.
All right.
Okay. So you'll see on that checklist.
All right.
So you have here run up.
All right.
120.9, thank you.
Electric trim. So electric trim's on.
All right. Trim takeoff.
Trim set to take off. So you come here. And this airplane, it's 2 up. That's about there.
I'm actually going into Charlie Ramp.
Actually, it might be different with everyone in the airplane, but we'll start off there. 2 up.
All right. Flight controls.
So what you want to do is free and correct, so I can turn them. And as you turn them, you look at the ailerons and make sure that they are indicating the way you expect. If I'm turning left, that should be down, so that's correct. You want to make sure they're not reversed.
Right.
And then you pull back as well. You do what's called a box. And you make sure that they move smooth and they go okay. The other thing that they're not going to teach you in flight school is do it before your engine's running. Because then you can hear the pulleys.
Right.
Once the engine's running, you can't hear it. You can't hear the pulleys. Yeah, it might be moving okay, but if a pulley's squeaking or making noise, you're not going to hear it.
Right.
Do it before you have to do as kind of part of your pre-flight, and you'll hear anything that's going on, anything funky
Gotcha.
going on there.
Gotcha.
Okay. So there's 1700 RPM. Okay. Now it's mag check. So each engine has 2 sets of spark plugs and 2 magnetos independent of one another. If the plane loses battery power, your car turns off. The airplane engine will continue to run. So we want to check each one individually. So we come here, it's on both, and we'll go left, and we'll look for a mag drop. Okay, and we'll also look for your temperatures. And then we'll go right, back to left, and back to both. And you should only see no more than 125 drop in the RPM, which we didn't even see that much. Okay, now we'll go to the right side, do the same thing. Bring the power back down to 1500. 1500, we do the feather check. Bring the prop back to here. It's so slow right now that it doesn't change it. But now when I come to feather, you'll see the RPM drop, you'll see the oil pressure change, and you'll hear the engines.
Gotcha.
Okay. Heard that?
Yep.
Okay. Same thing on the right engine.
All right. Oil pressure.
Oil pressure is good. That's right here. Oil. It's in the green.
Oil temp.
Where you want. Our temperatures are good.
Okay. Alternators.
Alternators are both on.
All right. Idle check closed.
Right. So you bring it back to idle. Make sure the engine keeps running.
Okay.
It is.
So
another thing we do is we'll check all of our lights. So I press this button, this will light up, let me know that the light bulbs are working. If I don't get an indication, is it a bad bulb or is it a problem? So now I know all my lights are working. Come here, lights all these up. Come here, lights those up.
Okay.
So I confirm all my lights are working as well.
All right.
Okay.
Number 16, Christian 169, appreciate change approved.
All right. So run up checklist complete.
All right. I have what's called a low thrust detector. So in this airplane, if only one engine producing power, it's telling me which one's not.
Oh, really?
187 Hotel Sierra, Jacob Tower, landing shot.
So I know which one to feather. Yeah, there's a problem. All right, so pre-takeoff.
All right. Pre-takeoff. Flap 0. Props. Yep. Props high RPM. Mixture best power. All right. Fuel pumps off.
Fuel pumps off.
AC off.
Yeah, I wish.
High to compass.
All right, HI to compass. Don't have to worry about that on this one.
XPDR
Transponder.
Oh.
So transponder is on and it's on VFR, so we're good.
All right. Doors and windows.
We just close the doors.
All right. Pilot heat is required.
Pitted heat and no pitted heat. This is temperatures. 80
De-ice
degrees.
equipment.
What's that?
De-ice equipment.
All right, de-ice is required. We don't need any of those. Landing lights on. So we just need lights, landing lights, strobes, and then we go. So.
All right. So pre-takeoff.
So pre-takeoff checklist complete. All right. So what we'll do is once we're ready to go, we'll line up, bring the power up a little bit. We'll check these gauges, make sure everything's in the green, looks good.
It's stable.
I'll look down here as well, make sure everything here is good.
Okay.
And then I'll set gauges green, and then I'll add more power. At which point then I'm looking for my fuel flows, make sure that they're reading proper for takeoff. Then airspeed alive, which tells me that it's indicating.
Right.
Then the next thing I'll call out is 84 knots.
3175 Whiskey,
All right.
traffic in the open will be turning south westbound. Flash straight out, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Traffic landing runway 31 will hold short of your runway.
Clear for takeoff 27 straight out, 75 Whiskey. So we'll make sure that's indicating. I'll say 84 knots. At 84 knots, that is when we will rotate. We'll pull back.
All right.
And we'll go.
7 Hotel
Gotcha.
there as soon as able start to southeast.
All right, there's our traffic. He's already turned.
Below 500.
Okay, so we're lined up.
This one on traffic.
All right, so we're bringing power up a little bit.
All right.
700 climbing.
Okay, gauge is all on the green.
Yep.
All right, so here goes the rest of the power. All right, rudder, get back on center line. All right, there's our fuel flow. Airspeed alive.
046, stay parking.
San Jose 10 for 046.
046.
There's 84 knots.
Ground 175.
We'll pull back.
Charlie for 046, contact go.
Or 870
All right.
Mike, fly ahead in 315, runway
We're above blue
31,
line.
takeoff. 315 on the head.
Positive rate, gear up.
Right, thank you.
All right, gears up, indicating. Traffic. All right, we're 400 feet. Nose just a little bit. I see a helicopter to our left.
This is traffic
Yep.
factor, southwest bend transition approved. Remain clear, class Charlie. Traffic orbiting 3 miles southwest of the field. Helicopter at or below 500.
All right. So,
Or 70 Mark, squawk.
I'll turn southwest bound.
4603.
We're gonna keep our altitude down for a moment until we get a little bit out.
All right.
And move this and get some air.
Or 70
There we
Mark,
go.
contact Miami departure. Before you go, traffic 11 o'clock.
All right, we'll pull the power
8
back.
miles
There's no reason to be
eastbound. Challenger descending.
feeling power,
3,000.
burning
Right.
fuel.
Right.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Put your hand on the yoke.
Gotcha.
Okay. So on a twin, you can hear the props are out of sync.
Uh-huh.
This also gives me an indication right here, which one is. So it moving to the right means my right is a little bit faster.
You kind of have to adjust them a little
So
bit.
I just kind of bring the right back just a hair. You can hear it and see it. Gotta get to match.
Gotcha.
Now what I want you to do is it's gonna be your controls,
Okay, my controls.
okay? This is in your way, let me know, I can move this.
All right.
Okay. I want you to look outside.
Okay.
Can you see the horizon?
Yeah.
That is this.
Right.
So I want you to kind of keep us on this direction right now.
Bravo,
right.
executive tower, runway 27, clear to land. 27, clear to land, roger. After landing, November Bravo needs to go to customs. Where would you like us off the runway at? To November Bravo, will be a left turn out, full length available. Thank you.
Okay, so you're climbing a little bit, so just
Down a little bit.
down just a little bit. All small inputs.
Gotcha. Every little thing like moves the plane. It's cool.
Oh yeah, so you're still climbing though, so let's not climb anymore. For the moment.
All right.
So he's about 300 feet above us. Find him. You just keep flying.
All right.
There's that traffic right there in front of us
Okay.
and above us.
Alright.
See him?
Yeah. So should we just stay on course?
Yeah. There we go right now.
Runway 27, clear to land.
So we're gonna turn right now though.
Okay.
So don't climb, whatever you do.
All right.
And then just right there, level off, go straight. We're descending still.
Or 16 go out, go traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, helicopter orbital 400. Main clear the TFR, clear class Charlie for exchange approved.
Bubble.
Exchange approved, Tango.
Alright, so let's get a little altitude going.
Alright, so back a little bit then.
So yeah, so pull back just a little bit. I'll help you out with a little bit of power.
Yeah.
2 November Bravo, stay parked.
We need to go custom, sir.
That's right. Or 2 November Bravo, turn left on Quebec, and the ground point 75. Have a good day.
You're left on Quebec and 2175 with us.
So we got traffic ahead of us 300 feet. So let's go right to the, let's go right more. So let's turn. So when you do steeper turns, you gotta make up for the loss of lift with back pressure.
Gotcha.
Not a lot, just a little bit.
Kind of keep it equal.
We should take a group skydiving trip.
It'll be a pretty fun group.
It's less scary the higher you get, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you see the video I sent you, Christopher?
Of the fake skydiving, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Did you show them?
I haven't showed them.
The guy lost a bet and he had to go skydiving blindfolded.
Oh my god. No.
That's all I'm gonna tell you about the video.
No, I would be so scared.
It is so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, screw them.
Oh my god, it's so funny. You gotta see it. Your controls.
My controls. Alright.
Okay. So at the moment we're away from everybody. There's somebody 2,000 feet below us. At the moment we're pretty good. We're away from everybody. So
Should I just stay
so this is your
stable?
chance. So let's do this. So alright, so you see you do have a little altitude indicator down there, but it's out of the way.
Right.
You can see mine if you want to look over. Here's your altitude.
Alright.
Okay. So we're gonna do something pretty simple and basic.
Okay.
What these guys are doing here. 17 feet below us. Okay. So what all I want you to do is I want you to turn right to a north heading. So basically, get an idea where north is. You can see we're heading west. North, don't turn yet.
Oh.
North would be directly off our right side, 90 degrees. So you see those clouds. That's
Yeah.
just smoke clouds, what that is.
Yeah.
That's where you want to go. So all I want you to do is make a nice simple turn, 30 degrees where the bank, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to help you.
Alright.
Okay, and show you where 30 degrees of bank is. Okay, so we're clear right. So you're going to turn. Okay, and add a little bit of back pressure.
Alright.
Okay, and that's it. That's 30 degrees right there.
So,
Nothing crazy.
alright.
Okay, I'm not going to have you do steep turns, anything like that.
Right.
And if you just look outside and you see the roads and you see the clouds, well, you know, if we roll out when we're pointing at that, we are pretty much on a northerly heading.
Uh-huh.
Slightly short, but okay. So now we want to do that, and we want to do that without gaining altitude or losing altitude. So we're at 4,800 feet.
Uh-huh.
So now I want you to turn left, go back to the west.
Okay. 30
Take
degrees?
30 degrees, and don't gain any altitude.
Alright.
Or lose. Okay, so don't look at the gauges. Don't watch outside. You know what you're doing by looking outside. See the horizon, see the nose, and move this out of your way. Right? That's telling you everything this is telling you right here.
Right.
Okay?
Mikey, I'm here.
That's about 10 degrees right there.
What about doing some Tango in marathon? Yeah, we can do that. Sounds great.
Okay, you're maintaining your altitude. Good job.
I used to have you
That's
at
about
my
20
side.
degrees.
I haven't seen you now for like 10 minutes, but I'm still behind you like
Okay, but you're maintaining altitude. That's an awesome job.
Okay, I'm left to the shore. I'm above the sea right now.
Okay, so I want you to continue through. Don't go to south. Go to south.
I have you inside now. Nice.
Keep going.
Continue through.
Marathon
But
is
give me
about
30
like,
degrees.
30
Look
minutes
outside.
So we
Climb
just
it.
keep it going.
See how are you seeing less of the horizon?
Yeah.
So just release the pressure.
For 3 miles. And
That'll-
headed eastbound.
that'll let you go down.
1,500.
So start flattening out.
So leave it like this, leave it. You're within 30 degrees, which you are. Now, start bringing it back. Boom, there you go, now you're south. What's easier for you, right turns or left turns?
Left was pretty easy for me.
All right, so let's do another left turn then.
All
So
right.
give me a left turn to a north heading.
All right.
Okay, and maintain 4,800 feet.
Okay.
Matthew, present for marathon is 122.8. Yeah, no, it's I have it ready. Thanks.
Okay. Hold on. Now look at the gauges. You're climbing, so it's too much back pressure.
What altitude are you? Alright.
Okay, keep looking outside. You always want to be looking for traffic.
Okay.
Okay, and you already know where north is because that's when you see the smokestacks, right? So
Right.
you don't see any smokestacks, so you don't even have to look at your heading bug because there's no smokestacks anywhere.
Right. Starting to see him over there.
Heavy traffic, 6152, west, 1 mile west of
Okay, now you're
Tokyo.
descending, so give a little more back.
Turning,
Just a little.
heading southbound, descend
Tango.
1,500 to 1,000.
Okay. And let's level off. That's it. I'm going to sleep. You just fly me wherever I want to go. I got a pilot now.
Sounds good.
That's all I need. I'm good. All right, nobody around us. So I'm going to do one.
All right.
One turn.
So is that line you're meeting up with on the altimeter, is that the like 30-degree mark?
That's 30 degrees. We're at 45 right now.
Okay.
This was considered a steep turn.
Gotcha. The aerobatics in here.
Not aerobatics.
Heavy traffic, 6152 north, north of Trailer Park, 1 mile, and maintain 1,000 feet.
Necessary, get out of Cessna 172, 1,500, climbing to 2,000, flying direct Barbara to a holding there, 3604 nautical mile legs.
So when you do that properly, which I did not do,
Last aircraft calling, can you say your altitude one more time?
you actually can run into your own, right there, that little bump.
Yeah.
You do it properly, in the turn, you'll run into your own wake turbulence, and you hit your bumps.
Oh, really?
And so when you're training, when you hit that, you know you did it properly. You know you did it good.
5 miles
Right.
That's what you're looking for.
south alongside the freeway.
All right.
1,000 feet.
With this TFR and everything, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go back to the airport, cut this short today.
All right.
I'd be more than happy to take you up another time.
That's all right.
But
A lot of fun.
yeah, Executive Tower, bearing 3175 whiskey, about 13 to the west inbound with Mike.
3175 Whiskey, Executive Tower, enter left downwind runway 27 or avoid the TFR. Altimeter 29906, 1330 at 8.
Left down one for 27, so that was good.
Looks like we're clearing.
What's that?
The guy. Guy's not on our way anymore.
So there's somebody who's 500 feet below us to the right.
See him, Austin?
November 75 Whiskey traffic, 2 o'clock, mile and a half northwestbound, northeastbound, 2,400, Cessna 182.
Roger, got traffic in sight, Semper Whiskey. All right, that's him right there. Right off our wing, see him?
Oh yeah, I see him.
Whiskey, and I'm not talking to that traffic.
Roger, that's Semper Whiskey.
Niner from Papa, that photo site will be right on.
All right, so we need to keep an eye on him for a second.
Talk to them, I'll stay with you.
Once we get past him, we'll start descending.
Okay.
Just stay with me and advise on station.
Stay with you, otherwise on station. Niner from Papa.
All right, and there he goes. He's beginning his turn as he sees us. All right, so now we're entering a left downwind. So we're going to start slowing down. We're going to bring the power back to 18 inches manifold pressure.
All right.
Okay, so you get our altitude down. We're doing a left downwind for 27. Normally it'd be a right downwind, but because of the TFR, they're keeping us out of it.
Right.
Or 75 Whiskey, change to runway 31 and our left base runway 31, clear to land.
Left base 3-1, clear land, 7 Whiskey. Alright, so he's putting us on 3-1, which means we really need to get down.
Yeah.
Alright, so we need to start slowing up.
Alright.
So, we need our speed below 154 knots for gear extension.
Eastbound, inbound,
so there's 150.
1,800 Cessna.
No gear going down. Alright, there's 3 green, there's 1 in the mirror. You see I have a mirror right there? See on the cowling?
Yeah, I see.
Contacting 119.
Alright, we're gonna go 1 notch of flaps.
Traffic is the same.
Thank you, Tower 50166, holding short at runway 27, ready for takeoff, VFR.
And we're gonna go full flaps.
50166, executive tower, landing traffic, runway 31.
Roger, runway 31, any traffic.
.500, 3 green, 1 in the mirror, clear land.
1020 at 8.
Executive Tower 19 from Papa as a request.
19 from Papa, say your request.
Is it possible climbing present position at 1,000 feet?
So this runway has the 1 and 1.
Oh, okay.
Request 19 from Papa, thank you.
Yeah, I was curious when we were driving in, I saw that. It's all manual brakes?
Yep.
Or 75 Whiskey, stay parked.
Staying over 75 Whiskey. I'm gonna pass
Or
it.
75 Whiskey, roger. Turn right on Foxtrot 5, contact ground point 75 and off.
Right on Foxtrot 5, go to ground, 75 Whiskey.
50166, turn off.
So, how was it?
It was really good. Definitely felt a lot more different.
A lot more different?
Yeah.
Is that a St. Thomas education? A lot more different?
Yeah, it's education right there.
There you go. Making St. Thomas proud right now.
Oh yeah, representing. But it was a lot different with the feedback and stuff. You had to get a little feel for it.
Yeah. You know, it's something that first of all, it's hard sitting on the right seat versus the left seat, not having the gauge in front of you and be able to just look down and cheat.
Right.
But it's something that with a little bit of time and a little bit of practice, and this is not a starter airplane.
Right.
Airplanes that you would be starting in is much slower, much more forgiving than this airplane is.
Right.
And so,
yeah, this thing's a powerhouse.
well, it's twin engine. I mean, this is something that, you know, you, in theory, you work your way up to eventually.
Right.
Even training, when you're training in a twin, you usually don't train in a Baron.
Oh, really?
You train in a less powerful airplane.
Gotcha. It's like something you have to like keep your all eyes on. Like you have to be focused on it, and if you're not, like you shouldn't be flying.
Remember, you're a pilot in command, and ultimately it's your life.
Right.
Right. And so they can tell you turn here, go there. You can always say no.
Right.
You always have the right to say no to anything they tell you, because ultimately it's your life. Now, depending what you say no to, you may or may not have to explain yourself at some point.
Right.
But I'd rather explain myself
than put your life in danger.
than not be around to explain myself.
Right, yeah.
That was actually so awesome. How did I do with my flying?
You did great. You've never flown a real airplane before. You did great.
Thank you.
You were doing turns. You were doing 30-degree turns, and at some point you were maintaining altitude. You have no gauges.
Yeah,
You're doing it all on feel.
Yeah, that's the scary part of it.
You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are. We just came back from a nice 40-minute flight. You took the controls. How do you think you did?
I thought it was a little hard, you know what I mean? It was a little unsettling, just basically using all visual reference, but it was very fun. It definitely felt a lot different than the flight sim, just the whole general feel, and then I thought I did pretty alright for my first flight, but it was definitely a really nice experience, and it's something I'm ready to pursue in the future.
So what's harder, the sim or the airplane?
The airplane, for sure. I'd definitely say the airplane. It's just, you gotta really feel your aircraft, you know what I mean? You gotta be able to feel your sensitivity, you know what I mean? Of course you can adjust the trim, but like, just the literal feeling of pulling your yoke back in real life compared to the flight sim, it's just, in the flight sim, you literally pull it back and you can push it down, everything's fine. But in a real plane, you need to hold your yoke, you need to really adjust it. Every small movement will literally turn the plane. Like, in a flight sim, I can just turn the yoke, pull it back, it's fine. But in real life, literally every little nudge it changes your course, so it's a lot different. And it's a really nice feeling compared to the sim.
So if we took off right now, went right back up, right now, what would you do different?
I try to somewhat use my instruments a little more, but I feel like I would I definitely look around a little more, just take everything in a little more, and I would definitely be able to work the controls a little better, so it'd be a lot smoother. But yeah, that's what I'd probably do different.
You were sitting in the back.
Yes, sir.
How'd he do?
It was weird. The plane got really shaky every time you said you're passing the controls to him. I don't know if that was mechanical or maybe some turbulence.
Or his knee shaking?
Oh yeah, that.
Or was it your knee shaking?
I think it was mine. I was getting a bit nervous. I saw some like emergency pull latch on the floors and I was just getting nervous, making sure I wouldn't accidentally kick that and the whole plane would fall apart.
So do you think he looks like a pilot? You think he's got the look going?
Got the whole thing.
He has the golden aviator.
I mean,
all you need.
He's got the aviators, but I mean, do we think these ducks, is that?
Of course.
Is that the attire of a,
Fit the look.
of a future pilot?
If I got into a Delta flight and the pilot came out to greet all the passengers wearing that, I would feel right at home.
That's very true.
There you have it, Delta. Your next uniform for pilots.
Right here, yeah.
Little Daffy Duck action.
Takes the notes.
Anyhow, thanks for watching the video. For those of you who like my videos, please give me that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Biggest thank you I can get is your subscription. And be sure to check out my Instagram page, Beach Baron Pilot, and on Facebook, Baron Pilot page. And to my patron supporters, a special thank you, a shout out to you. Appreciate all your help and look forward to doing the next video. Until then, guys, stay safe.